If you're creating content but not getting clients, or if you're thinking about getting clients through content marketing but don't know where to begin, this video is for you. I'm going to give you my complete 11-step system to turn your content into paying clients, even if you are starting from scratch. In the last couple of years, I have closed over 500 high-ticket clients, won 4 customer service awards, built and scaled a medical tourism business to 4.9-star reviews, mostly through paid ads, partnership deals, and referrals. But here's the thing, paid advertising is expensive. In some niches, a single client can cost hundreds of dollars. Some people are paying over $1,000 just to get one client. That's why so many coaches, consultants, experts, entrepreneurs, business owners are now focusing on content marketing, specifically Reels and short-form video. Because right now you can reach millions of new people instantly, completely free, without needing an existing audience. One good reel can bring you hundreds or even thousands of followers. It can bring you clients and help you to establish your personal brand. By the end of this video, you will know how to validate that people will actually pay you, how to create an offer that sells itself, how to build a content funnel that works while you sleep, and how to turn strangers into sales calls. I have broken this down into 11 specific steps, and here's what's cool about it. You don't need a massive following to start. You don't need fancy equipment, you just need a system and take action. I have also created a special bonus for you. I will tell you how to get it a little bit later. Let's dive in. Let's be honest, most people skip this step. They assume they know what the audience wants. Don't be most people. Validate first, create second. So step 1 is market research. Before you create a single piece of content, before you design your offer, before you do anything, you need to answer these critical questions. Question 1. Do people actually have the problem you're solving? Not do you think they have it, do they actually have it? Because you can create the most brilliant solution to a problem that nobody cares about, and you will get 0 clients. Question 2. Can you solve it better than they can solve it themselves? Here's the thing. There's free content everywhere, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, podcast. So if someone can just Google their problem and find a solution in 10 minutes, why would they pay you? Your solution needs to be either faster, easier, more personalized, or more effective than what they can do it on their own. Question 3. Are they willing and able to pay for it? Willing and able are 2 different things. Someone might desperately want your help, but if they don't have the money, it doesn't matter. And someone might have the money, but if they don't see the value, they don't buy. So how do you validate all of this? Simple. You talk to real people. Find 10 to 15 people who match your ideal client profile. Jump on calls with them, ask the questions, listen, and here are the questions you can ask. What your product or service you are selling, and what's your number 1 goal? What's your biggest challenge right now to get to your goal? What have you already tried to solve this? What's working, what's not? If you could fix this overnight, what would change for you? What's stopping you from solving this right now? How much would it be worth to you to solve this problem? After talking to 10 people, you will start seeing patterns. The same pains comes up, the same objections, the same desires. And now you're not guessing, you are building your business on real data. Okay, so you have validated that people have this problem and they will pay to solve it. Now comes the next question. Who exactly are you talking to? Because everyone is not an audience. Let me show you what I mean. Step 2 is about one thing, knowing exactly who you're talking to. Because even if your niche has demand, none of your content will hit the mark if you are speaking into the void, vague, generic, and trying to please everyone. Your goal is to define the one specific person your message is built for. Someone with a real urgent problem they are willing to pay to solve. When your ideal client sees your content, they should think, that's me. This is exactly what I have been dealing with. To get there, you need to deeply understand 4 things. Current situation. Where are they now in their journey? What's their income level, skill set, or tools they are using, and what stage of business or transformation are they in? Pains and frustrations. What's making them feel stuck or overwhelmed? What's not working even though they had tried? What do they complain about when no one's watching? Desires and aspirations. What are they trying to achieve? What does their success look like? How would life change if they got results they want? And finally, objections and beliefs. What's stopping them from moving forward? What are they afraid of? What do they believe about themselves, the process, or people like you? When you have this clarity, your content stops being a noise. It becomes a mirror that reflects exactly how your audience is thinking and feeling. And when someone feels seen and understood, they stop scrolling and they start listening. And that's exactly what you want. Alright, so now you know your niche has real demand and you are speaking to a very specific person. Now it's time to answer the question that actually turns attention into income. What are you selling to them? Step 3 is about creating your offer. Let me be upfront. You don't need a perfect product. You don't need a polished website, fancy course platform, or testimonials to get started. All of that can come later and improve as you go. But what you do need is a clear, compelling promise. Most people overcomplicate this. Your offer isn't about what you do, it's about the results your clients get. So your offer should answer these simple questions. What's the transformation? Not I teach productivity, but I help you get back 10 hours a week without sacrificing results. The clearer the outcome, the faster people say yes. Question 2, how long does it take? Is this like a 30-day sprint or 6-week plan or 90 days? Timelines build urgency and set expectations. Next question, what's required from them? Be honest, is it daily content, 2 hours a day, a mindset shift? Set clear expectations so the right people raise their hand. Here's the simple formula. I help who achieve what result in how long by your method. So for example, I help coach land their first 10K client in 30 days through a proven content to client system they can run in just 2 hours a day. It sounds clear, specific, sellable. As for pricing, this is a whole strategy on its own. If you want me to break it down in a future video, drop a comment below and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. Let's move on. So now you got an offer that solves a real problem for a specific person. But here's the thing, even the best offer won't sell if no one knows you exist. And even if they do, they are not going to see one video and immediately pull out their credit card. People don't buy right away. They need to go on a journey with you first. Think of your funnel as a bridge between content and clients. It's step-by-step path someone takes from I just discovered you to I'm ready to buy. Most people skip this part. They post great content but have no system to turn attention into action. Here's what you need to know. Every client goes through 5 key stages before they are ready to buy. Attention. They see your content for the first time. Connection. They get to know who you are and what you help with. Desire. They begin to want the results you offer. Objections. Some doubts might show up, so they will say like, will this work for me or can I afford it? And decision. They finally feel ready to say yes. If your funnel doesn't address each of these stages, you will lose people halfway. So let me show you a simple funnel that works, especially if you are using a short form content. Reel, comment, DM, lead magnet, qualify, and sales call. Here's how it plays out. Someone sees your reel. It delivers value, shifts a belief, or shows what's possible. At the end you say, want my free script guide or checklist? Comment ready below. And you DM a short message with the link to your lead magnet. We'll break this down in step 6. They consume it, get value, and start to see you as the go-to expert. Then you offer the next step, a call, audit, or training, but only if they are a fit, so you qualify them first. Before they book, they answer a few qualifying questions, so you don't waste time on people who aren't ready, serious, or a match. And finally, you get on a sales call and make the offer. That's the journey. And the beauty, it can be mostly automated, so your content keeps working even when you are offline. Alright, so you got funnel mapped out. But here's the next challenge. What do you actually post? Because let's be real, sitting down to create content and drawing a blank is one of the worst feelings. Let me help you fix that right now. Content ideas. This is where people get stuck. They open Instagram or sit in front of the camera and nothing. Blank page syndrome. But here's the truth, you don't need to come up with the brilliant content ideas from scratch. You need a system to generate ideas on demand. Let me give you 3 methods I use all the time. So the method 1, the customer journey. Map out steps your client takes from point A, where they are now, to point B, the result they want. For example, if you help coaches get clients, the journey might look like this. Choose a niche, create an offer, build an audience, start conversation, book calls. Now, at each step, ask yourself, what confusing or painful here for my client? What are they Googling at 2 a.m.? For the first step, for example, choose a niche. You can post something like, how I know if my niche is profitable? What if I'm multi-passionate? Should I niche down or go broad? Here we go. That's 3 content ideas right there. Do this across the full journey and you will have plenty of ideas. Method 2, pains and obstacles. Ask yourself, what's stopping my ideal client from getting results right now? List their top 10 pains and top 10 obstacles. Pains might be, I feel stuck and don't know what to do next, or I'm working 60 hours a week and barely making money. I don't know how to stand out in a crowded space. Obstacles might be, I don't have time to create content, I hate selling, it feels pushy, I'm scared to put myself out there. Each one is a content for your reel. Talk directly to that pain or fear. Method 3, you can use AI. Don't overthink it. You can use ChatGPT or Claude to get unstuck. Just type in, I am your niche creator, my audience struggles with, describe the problem, and give me 30 real ideas they find valuable and engaging. The key takeaway, don't wait for inspiration. Build a repeatable system, batch your ideas, and you will never run out of content again. Alright, step 6. Now you got plenty of content ideas, but before you start posting, we need to talk about your lead magnet. Because remember, the goal isn't to get views, the goal is to turn attention into relationship. Here's how you do that. A great lead magnet does 4 things. It solves one specific problem. Don't try to cover everything. Pick a key pain point from your ideal client's journey and solve that one problem completely. Example, how to write your first reel script in 10 minutes. Next, it needs to be quick to consume. People are busy. A 10 to 15 minutes video or PDF or swipe file, it's perfect. Don't overwhelm with a 2-hour masterclass. Step 3, it needs to build your credibility. They should finish it thinking, damn, if this is free, I can only imagine the pain stuff. And step 4, it plants the seed for what's next. Solve a problem, but also show them there is a bigger transformation waiting. Your paid offer. Examples of great lead magnets. 15-minute video, for example. Validate your niche in 1 afternoon. Or PDF checklist like 10-step client onboarding system. Or swipe file. 5 DM templates that book calls fast. It doesn't matter if it's video, PDF or template. What matters is that it's useful, relevant, and connected to what you will offer next. Alright, now let's talk about the content itself, because not all reels are created equal. Some get you views, some get you followers, some get clients, and you need to know the difference. There are 4 main types of reels and each plays a different role in your business. Expert content. Teach something valuable. This content gets the most followers because people follow those who make them smarter. It builds authority and makes people think, I need more of this. And the key rule here, share results, not just ideas. Then personal content. Show your story, behind the scenes, beliefs, struggles or wins. This is where people connect to you, not just what you know. They follow you for value, but they stay because they like you. Main rule here, connection builds trust and trust drives sales. Then we have selling content. This is where you promote your lead magnet, your offer, or invite people to DM you. It won't go viral, but it doesn't need to. Its job is conversation, not reach. The people who resonate are your hottest leads. Be clear, not clever. Tell them what to do next. Viral content. Viral content might explode your reach, but it rarely brings in the right audience. It's like empty attention without revenue. So my recommendation would be skip the trend and build trust instead. And here's the content mix that you can use. If you are like under 1,000 followers, you can post 60% of expert reels and 30% personal and 10% of selling. And if you are over 10,000 followers, you can post 60% expert, 20% personal and 20% selling. Bottom line, you don't need to chase trends. You need to show people what you know, who you are, and how you can help. Teach, connect, invite, repeat. That's how content becomes clients. Now you know what to post, but the real challenge is doing it consistently. You don't need to post every day, but you need a simple plan that fits your life and helps you stay visible. Let me show you how to build one. Step 8, creating a content plan that keeps you consistent without burning out. The number one reason people stop posting isn't a lack of ideas, it's overwhelm. They start strong, try to post every day, and burn out after 2 weeks. So let's fix that. First, pick a frequency that matches your energy. You don't need to post daily to grow. In fact, it's better to post 2 to 4 times a week for 12 months than 10 times a week for 2 weeks and then disappear. Start with something you can sustain, then build from there. Assign a clear goal to each post. Each post should have a purpose: to teach, connect, or convert. Here is a weekly structure you can use. For example, Monday expert content, Wednesday personal content, Friday again expert content, and Saturday selling or soft call to action. Invite to lead magnet or call. When each day has a theme, creating content becomes easier and faster. Then choose your creation rhythm. Some people love batching, others like recording same day when inspired. Either works as long as you stay consistent. Here are 3 easy options you can use. Batch recording. Record like 2 or 4 reels in one 90-minute session per week. Or split. Write a script one day and film the next day. Daily light. 30 to 60 minutes every morning, for example. Pick what fits your schedule and creative energy. And finally, track performance every month. After 4 to 6 weeks, look back and ask, what got the most saves, shares, and replies? What content got people to comment, DM, or click? Which topics connected best with your ideal client? This lets you create smarter, not harder. And my final thought here is consistency beats complexity. Don't try to be perfect, just stay in the game and let your content compound over time. Alright, now let's talk about turning ideas into actual content. Because coming up with content is one thing, but how do you turn it into a reel people actually watch? So the creation process. Here's my 3 steps workflow to turn ideas into high-performing reels. Script. A clear, tight script keeps your message focused and helps you deliver with confidence. A good reel script has 3 parts. Hook. It needs to grab attention in the first 3 seconds. Then it needs to provide value to share something specific and relevant. And it must have call to action. Tell them what to do next. Comment, DM, save. If your reel doesn't grab attention immediately, no one sticks around for the value. And if there is no CTA, they won't take action. Step 2. Film. Keep it simple. You don't need fancy gear. Here's what matters most. You can use your phone, find natural light or use a ring light. And my tip would be shoot more than you think you need. It will make editing easier. Step 3. Editing. Your goal with editing isn't to look like a Netflix production. It's to keep people engaged. Use simple tools like CapCut or Edits and focus on cutting out empty space and filler words, adding bold text overlays to highlight key lines. Use background music that matches your tone, keeping the pacing tight, especially in the first 5 seconds. This is the creation process in a nutshell. For now, focus on getting your first reels done and posted. The more you do, the easier it becomes. Done is better than perfect. So now people are watching your content, some engaging, but how do you turn that into the actual conversation and eventually clients? This is where most people drop the ball. Let me show you how you do it right. Step 10. Using DMs or direct messaging strategically. When someone comments on your reel or sends you a DM, that's your opportunity. That's the moment content becomes connection. But here's what not to do. Don't just drop a link and vanish. Instead, start a real conversation. If someone comments asking for your lead magnet, send it, but also ask a question. For example, hey, here's insert the link. And quick question, what made you interested in this topic? Now you are opening a dialogue. You are learning about them. You're building trust. The real magic happens when you talk to people. Ask, listen, understand their situation. Then if it makes sense, you naturally say, hey, based on what you have told me, I think I could help with this. Want to jump in on a quick call? That's how you move from DMs to sales calls. DMs aren't transactions. They are the beginning of relationships. Treat them that way. And that brings us to the final step, the moment where everything we have done so far turns into actual revenue. And that's the sales calls. And you need to run the sales calls that converts. Here's the truth about sales calls. They should feel like a conversation, not a pitch. If you have done the work in step 1 through step 10 correctly, the person on the other call already knows who you are, trusts you, and interested in what you have to offer. Your job now isn't to convince them, it's to confirm they are a good fit. Help them make a confident decision. Here's the simple framework you can use. Part 1. Ask and listen. Ask about the current situation. What do they struggle with? What have they tried? What would success actually look like for them? And then take notes, reflect back what you heard. Then move to connecting the dots. Based on what they told you, show them how your offer helps. Not the pitch, a tailored solution. For example, you mentioned you are stuck at 5K months and feel burnout. Here's actually how we solve that inside my program. And describe what you can do for them. Make it personal, relevant, and obvious. The next stage is to handle objections. Expect concerns, it's normal. Common one includes, I'm not sure I have time. What if it doesn't work for me? I need to think about it. Address them confidently. Show empathy, not pressure. And finally, make saying yes easy. If you are fit and ready to move forward, guide them clearly. For example, awesome, here's what happens next. I will send you the payment link, and once that's done, you will get access to the program and we'll book your onboarding call. Simple, no friction, no confusion. And if you are not ready yet, no problem. Not everyone buys on the first call. Follow up, stay in touch, and keep nurturing the relationships. But remember, a sales call isn't about closing. It's about helping someone make the right decision for them with clarity and confidence. When you lead with that intention, selling feels natural. Alright, that's the system. 11 steps to go from content to paying clients. If it was useful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Now, I know that was a lot. Trying to remember all of it while you are implementing, that's tough. So I have made it easier for you. I created a complete checklist that breaks down all 11 steps with clear action items. It is a simple PDF you can download, print out, or use as your roadmap. To get it, just DM me the word checklist on Instagram. The link is in the description. If you think my content is useful, please follow me on Instagram as well. So here's what you can do next. Pick one step from this video, just one, and take action today. Don't try to do it all at once. Just start. Because content can obviously turn into clients, but not by accident. It happens when you have a system and take action. Thanks for watching. Now go and build it. I see you in the next one.